Hello Milpitas, you're watching the Mayor's Report. This is your Mayor's Report for the month of April, and we're going to recap all the things, all the interesting things that have been happening in the city of Milpitas. Thanks for tuning in, all the folks that have been tuning back in. Here we go. First up, Milpitas, let's talk about the baseball cap, Milpitas National Little League. I just want to wear the hat today and give a shout out to all the ball players here in Milpitas. Growing up here in Milpitas, I had pals of mine who played for the North and the South, and they got the rivalry going on, and it's pretty cool. Today we got just National Little League. A lot of fun out there at the Sports Center. I want to let folks know that I hear your concerns with the fields, and I'm in City Hall working with staff, and we're creating a plan to take care of the field concerns and the snack shack concerns, and I'm going to have some pretty good things to report to you going forward. But again, have fun out there and play ball. I'm here with you, Milpitas. Here we go. Next up, Milpitas, in the month of April, we had our annual City Commissioners Recognition Luncheon. Now, here in the city of Milpitas, we have about a dozen or so commissions. These are groups of volunteers, residents that sign up, and they dedicate their time to certain issues in Milpitas, whether it's the parks or the bikes or the community advisory or being a part of the Sister City Commission or the Veterans Commission, which I am the council liaison for. And so we have all these great residents here in Milpitas that dedicate their time and sign up to be super volunteers. And we had our recognition luncheon. I just want to give a shout out to all the commissioners. And if you're a resident in Milpitas and you care very much about different issues in our city, please go to the Milpitas City website and give the city clerk a call, and we got some vacancies. Come on, I'll appoint you. Next up, Milpitas, let's talk about another event. It was the Bark for Life event, the first annual here in the city of Milpitas, and it was a pretty cool event, very heartfelt event that raised money for cancer, awareness for cancer, and also brought all the doggies from the Bay Area in Northern California to Murphy Park here in Milpitas. The mayor, I stopped by towards the end of it to show my love, a dog lover myself, and I'm looking forward to many more Bark for Life events. And you can check our local paper and the mayor's Facebook, and I'm going to keep updating you with the events. Here we go. Next up, Milpitas, let's talk about something different. Let's talk about flag raising. And I know folks in Milpitas have their kind of concerns and thoughts about different flags we raise on city property. And the city council decided during the month of April that we're gonna fly some flags going forward here for the rest of the year. And so let me read it to you so you're in the loop. Here we go. Coming up here on March 9th of 2018, we're gonna fly a flag. It's the Public Safety Appreciation Flag. And public safety is paramount here in Milpitas. Police and fire and police, we have to have public safety, and we have to really appreciate what our heroes and first responders do on a daily basis. It's a tough job, and we want to recognize the folks that really protect our families and answer the call in tough times. Next up, we have on June 1st to the 14th, and also June 16th to the 30th, we're flying the LGBTQ Pride celebration flag, and we want to recognize our diversity and our inclusiveness here in Milpitas. That's probably the best thing about growing up in Milpitas, especially when I grew up here, and I still live here, because we all respect each other and for our differences. And I'm so proud to hoist that flag up and support that flag up. And then we got one more here on Tuesday, June 15th of this year. June 15th is also known as Juneteenth. If you know your African American history, your Black history, we're going to go ahead and recognize Juneteenth here at the city of Milpitas. Next up, Milpitas, a pretty cool topic. Let's talk about finances. Let's talk about checks, unclaimed checks. We all have checks. I think we all got checking accounts for the most part. And you know what? Over at City Hall, sometimes we have checks that the city of Milpitas makes out to individuals or businesses or organizations, and sometimes people don't come and pick up their check. I don't know, I would, but there's a lot of checks at City Hall, and every year we go over the checks that aren't claimed, and we put the notice out in the Milpitas Post, and we do everything we can to let folks know. We give them a call, we let them know that, hey, we got your check, come pick it up. But sometimes out of all the checks, for one reason or another, folks don't come and pick it up. So the city council go ahead and adopted a resolution like we do every year to transfer the unclaimed checks to our general fund budget, and that money goes back to the taxpayers. And it says here, just this last fiscal year, $667 of unclaimed money. Folks, we gave you a chance. You didn't come get it, but hey, the money is going back to the taxpayers. Next up, Milpitas. Let's talk about more finances. Finances really covers a whole assortment of things, and one of the things we did with our finances here in the city of Milpitas is kind of sign an agreement to share some costs. And anytime our city can share some costs with another group, it helps our taxpayers. And as you know, here in the city of Milpitas, our police department, we have a contract with the firing range, a weapons firing range, so that we're proficient with our training and our qualifications, which is very important. And so our city pays the firing range a certain amount of money to train. And so a pretty cool thing, the city of Milpitas joined up with the California Highway Patrol, the CHP, you know what that is, and we decided to split some costs. So let me read it to you. The city executed a 2-year agreement with the CHP for joint use of the weapons firing range for a total amount of $43,200, which will be spread over 2 years. And that's pretty cool, not only to work with the CHP, but to make the best finance deals for the taxpayers of Milpitas. Next up, Milpitas, let's talk about our roadways, our transportation infrastructure. And Milpitans are very concerned about our roads, the quality of our roads, and how we're going to handle all these new cars coming through Milpitas. Our whole valley in the Bay Area has kind of exploded in population. So many people from all around the world and the country are moving to Milpitas and San Jose and Santa Clara and Fremont and everywhere. And I want residents to know that our city is working hard on improving our roadways. Let's talk about Montague Expressway. Yes, you heard we're going to widen Montague Expressway, and it's true. We have a widening project for Montague Expressway, and that's under the city utility infrastructure upgrades. And our city council went ahead, as planned, is directing money that's budgeted in the amount of $838,000 to widen Montague so we can have relief, and so that Montague makes sense. And I'm so excited for Montague to be complete, and for the BART station to get online, and for everything over there by the Great Mall to sync up. I've been watching that area for quite some time, and being the new mayor coming in and kind of just getting the handoff from the previous mayor and council as to all that direction they did over there. All I can do here, and all I want to do for Milpitans that I hear and see on a daily basis, is to make sure that that whole area is as good as can be, that the traffic's as smooth as can be, and it will allow residents to get home as soon as possible. There you have it, Milpitas. Those are the city council agenda items for the month of April, and just the few items I pulled out of there that I wanted to share with Milpitans. Really interesting things to me, and I hope they're interesting to you. And there's a lot more work that folks at City Hall and across the city, all our great city employees, a lot of things that they're working on that I'm going to bring to you going forward. Everything that I've ever presented to you is due to the hard work, sweat, and tears of our city employees that give their careers to making sure your quality of life is great. The month of May is here, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The mayor's birthday is going down May 11th at Omega. That's a Friday from 6 to 9. We're going to get a DJ in there. Come by if you can. Then you got Mother's Day coming up. Make sure you take your mom out to Mills Diner or the Omega or Black Bear, or go to Milpitas Square and get some dim sum, get some again Korean barbecue, go get some pho noodle soup. You have so many options here in Milpitas. Go to Zahir's on Main Street. That's a real nice one. Stuffed Pizza. Go to Stuffed Pizza, get yourself a pizza. And I mean, the list goes on. Check me out, Mayor Rich Tran Facebook. I keep posting food pics. Check it out. And then, you know, month of May just keeps going. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be celebrating a lot of different groups and diversities in Milpitas. And then you got Memorial Day weekend. Who doesn't love Memorial Day weekend? Let's recognize those that have given their life to our freedom here in the United States. And our city will have our annual Memorial Day ceremony, and I'll be there to recognize the veterans and those who've given their ultimate sacrifice to Milpitas and the United States. I'm so proud to serve you, and it's a big year for us. And as long as you keep supporting me, Milpitas, I'm going to keep giving you my heart. And I really want to thank the folks behind this production, Tim Alcorn. We're going to play some of his music. Check it out. Thank you, Milpitas.